Okay, this is the lesson for Tuesday, and it's on graphing parabolas. So when you graph a parabola, and this is one of the homework questions of what we use it for notes. When you graph a parabola, we're going to make a chart, an XY chart. So these are going to be our X values, and we're going to center this graph around 0. Okay. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. Let's try it this way. So I want to, we have to use, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I want to square the X value first. So down here at 0, X squared is 0. Okay. Um, Now we need to choose values for X to produce a Y value. And Y is going to be way down here. Okay. If there is a fraction out front, we need to use multiples of 3 in order to get things to be nice and neat. So if I have 1/3 there and I use a 1, it's not going to work nice. So let's use a 3. And 3 squared is 9. Okay, another multiple of 3 would be 6. And 6 squared is 36. Okay, and in the same respect, let's go on the other side of 0 and use -3 and -6. Now, 3 squared, or -3 squared again is 9, positive 9. And -6 squared is positive 36. Okay, so the next step that we do, once we have our X values, so we have centered around 0, we're going to choose, and again, you're only going to use 3's and 2's if there's a fraction here. If there's no fraction, you can use 0, 1, 2, 0, -1, -2. Okay, so what do we do next? Well, now we need to do the multiplication of 1/3 X squared. So basically, we need to take 1/3 of 36, which means 3 into 36, which is 12. 1/3 of 9, 3 into 9 is 3. 1/3 of 0, and that's going to be 0. And 1/3 of 9 again, which is 3, and 12 again. Okay, our next step would be to add 5 to the function. So if you see here, we have 1/3 X, that's here, 1/3 X squared, and then we're going to add 5 to it. So let's add 5 to all of this. So that's 17. Add 5, that's 8. Add 5 here, that's 5. Add 5 here, and again, we're going to get 8 and 17 again. Okay, once we're done with the whole function, once you've squared X, you've taken 1/3 of it and you've added 5 to it, that's going to be our Y value. So let's make this X comma Y. So we're going to take this 6 here, put it here, 6 comma 17. And continue to go down, 3 comma 8. And 0 comma 5. Again, I'm just picking the X value, -3, and I'm putting the last thing I got, which was +8, and which is the same as the one up there, and then we're going to keep going with -6 comma 17. Okay, so once you have your chart made, and please make the charts for the homework. Once you have your chart made, you're going to uh, make a graph of those values. And so we got our graph paper. And get out of, so everybody should have a piece of graph paper on their desk. We're going to draw an XY axis. Now this piece of graph paper doesn't go up to 17. So I'm going to have to get a different piece of graph paper. So I'm going to pause for a second. So notice with this other piece of graph paper, get rid of that one. we can make it make the graph paper so it works for us. So what does that mean? Well, our highest value is -6 on the, our lowest value is -6 on the x. Our highest is 17 on the y. So when we draw our xy axes, and for the homework also, you're going to want to scale it. Since we're going to be plus 17, and this is what, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 20 graph paper that's 20. And our lowest x value is 3. So I can make my axes right here. Just like that. Okay, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. This goes side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes to 9 out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out to here. Again, it's not a big deal if you went, it's not in the middle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 up to here. Okay, now we're just going to take our values and graph them. So let's start with 0, 5. So 0, 5. Go to 0 on the x-axis and go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put a dot. And then I'm going to do 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and put a dot. And just keep going to 6, 17. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, and you see, if I connect these dots here, I have half of a parabola. Now what's nice about a parabola is it's symmetrical. So if I went over 3 spots here, 1, 2, 3, I do the same thing here, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get a point right here. And I can do the same thing up here. If I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to get a point over here. Okay, and I got the other half of my parabola. Okay, so that's what you need to do for homework, and then you're going to label it y equals 1/3 x squared plus 5, I believe it was. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Okay, and of course the axis of symmetry would be the y, or the, yes, the y-axis. That's your axis of symmetry. Your vertex would be right here. So we can label that. Our vertex is at 0, 5. Our axis of symmetry is x equals 0. Erase that. X equals 0, which is this blue line coming up here. Okay, so that would be how you graph a parabola. Start off with a chart and take it very slowly. Square your x first, then do the operation, then add what you need to it, and get your ordered pair, and then graph.